So we are going to solve this system of equations algebraically. This is another method for solving if we didn't have a way to graph them. So you'll notice that both the green and the pink equation are equal to y. So essentially, we can set them equal to one another, which is what we're going to do. So I'm going to take my green equation, and that's 0.25x plus 1, and I'm going to set it equal to negative x plus 4. So all I've done is, instead of having this one equal y and this one equal y, I've had them equal each other. It's as if this is equal to 6 bags of apples, and this was also 6 bags of apples. Both of them are 6 bags of apples. And now we solve for our variable. So our goal to get x alone, that's our goal, right? And so I see automatically that x is negative here, so I can do the inverse of the negative x and add x to both sides. You'll notice that this is 0.25x, so it's not a whole x, and this is 1x, right? So negative 1x plus positive 1x, those cancel. I'm left with just 4 on the right side. This 1 comes down, and now I'm left with 1 and 1/4, or 1.25x. Our next step is to do the inverse operation of this adding 1, right? Because we want our x to be alone. We want it on its own side. So I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. Nothing happens here, so we leave it as 1.25x. These canceled, and I'm left with 4 minus 1, or 3. We're almost done here. Our last step, hopefully you can identify what our last step is. It's going to be to divide. And we're going to divide by the coefficient, or the number, in front of x. So we're going to divide both sides by 1.25. And x is going to equal 2.4. We're not done. That's one component of our solution. Remember, our solution is going to have a value for x and a value for y. So we're now going to take this piece and choose one of these two equations to solve for y. I would take the easiest one, the one without decimals, fractions, or anything, the pink equation. And so using the pink equation, y equals negative x plus 4, I would plug in this value in for x, which means y is going to be equal to the opposite, or negative 2.4. Remember, x was positive 2.4 plus 4. Hopefully you recognize this as the addition of integers. We could rewrite it as a subtraction problem, but y is going to equal 1.6. Now we have an x value, a y value, and our solution. to this system of equations is going to be 2.4, comma 1.6. And if we were to graph these two equations in our graphing calculator, we would see that their point of intersection is indeed 2.4, comma 1.6. This is the solution.